Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Just a bit of a general chit chat and update. A few things been going on with the tank. Might notice it may look a little bit different from last time, maybe not. A couple of things that have been going on is I've been getting rid of some of the bubble tip nems. So I think in the past couple of weeks I've took 5 out of here. Might not look like it. There's still obviously the big one on the top that you can see. The other one to the side, that's another one. And then there is one in the middle of the rock. And there is still 2 down here. I am aiming to get some more out. Oh, and I've got 2 up in this little fish breeder net. I've had this from my freshwater days when I used to try and get guppies and mollies. If they were about to drop the babies, I'd chuck them in there. It just saves the fry. But it's really good because it's mesh. The nems are really easy to take out of there, so it's just a lot better. Obviously, the sandbed is looking very cluttered now. Been fragging a few things up while I was listing the bubble tip nems. A few people that had reached out were quite new to the hobby, so I've been fragging up some small Zowers, just some Sunny D's, and I think there's a magician, so they'll be going soon. Bagged up a bit of Gorgonian, love that. But there obviously is a massive issue. Well, there's a few massive issues. One being the hair algae. It's starting to take over. I've adjusted the lights so they're both on the same setting now. They're both on the Saxby setting, which runs quite light. I really like it. I like that style. I like to be able to see the fish just as much as the corals. And then the next big issue is the Aptasia. It is just going mental. I don't know whether you've seen in one of my last videos, I tried using I think it was the NT Labs Aptasia exit or something like that. It appeared to maybe do work a little bit. The next couple of days, they'd be really small, near enough not there. Give it a week, and they are back bigger and better. So I've debated getting a copper band. I'd ruled out nudibranchs because of the Rass. Obviously, I know the Rass is just going to annihilate nudibranchs if I put them in, and I don't really fancy trying to catch that Rass. He's really shy anyway. Obviously, he's out and about now, but as soon as the lid for the tank comes up, he darts behind rocks. So, didn't fancy taking him out. Copper bands, can't really have a copper band because of the Clam, and I haven't got anywhere else to put the Clam yet. So, I love copper bands. I've had copper bands in all my other tanks, apart from my Evo, and I do really enjoy having them. But yeah, it's not an option right now. So my other option was an Aptasia eating filefish. He's gone in the tank today. Haven't seen him doing anything yet, but it's only his first day, and I don't expect him to. Well, it'd be lovely if they jumped straight to it, wouldn't it? But he hasn't. Don't know whether you can see him just back there. Yeah, I think personally, I think they're quite a boring fish. They don't look that fancy. They don't swim that great. They don't really contribute much. So if this one doesn't eat Aptasia within a few months, he'll be going back to the shop or sold on to somebody else. Update on the Mandarin. He's still doing great. Picking at rocks all the time. Stunning little fish. And absolutely love seeing him with the with this light setting, his colours really do pop in comparison to having the tank under heavy blues. So I've got a couple of actions. Like I said, I've got the filefish. Going to be doing a lot more regular water changes and pulling out some of this turf algae. See if that helps. And I'll be doing a review on a product that I've not used before. That'll be in my next video. I have done the first dose today, but obviously I'm waiting for the results so that I can put it all into one video and give an honest sort of review on that product. But yeah, everything's looking well. Duncan's up here. I don't know what's wrong with them. Obviously there's that big cluster there and they're doing brill. The cluster next to it was exactly the same, but half of that is not happy. The only thing that I can think of is it's not getting as much flow. That's all I can put it down to. So I'm going to move that maybe onto the sandbed. My Duncans on the sandbed are doing really well, apart from this one down here. But that's because that was right up top, and one, I think it was getting too much light, and two, basically the nem was annihilating it. So just chucked him down on the sandbed, keep him there for a bit. I will prop it up, glue it onto a frag plug, because pressed up against the glass is not the one. Yeah, other than that, I did have a tiny clownfish in here, which never really seemed to come out. I think the others used to bully it, and I did find that dead yesterday, which obviously not great. Never like to see a dead fish, but these things happen. So I am in the process of toying with an idea of setting up a frag tank. I love the way that the tank is looking coral wise now. I think it's looking nice and full. I enjoy the rock work without the Aptasia on it and without the algae on it. But I'm getting to that stage now where I think I want to start adding maybe a few more nicer pieces. I want to start going out into maybe a bit more SPS, a few more LPS, maybe some chalice, a few things like that. So I want to be able to frag some of my Zowers up, get the rock work looking a bit cleaner, and then maybe bring in some new corals. Obviously I'll be starting off with small frags. Anybody that's followed my Instagram or anything like that knows that I like to start off with small frags. You know, Duncan's starting off from 1, 2, 3 heads. Zowers, near enough all these Zowers in here have all started off from 1 head. And you can see how they're growing, really taking off. Nice little rock down there as well. So yeah, plan is take care of the Aptasia, take care of the turf algae, hair algae, bryopsis, whatever it is, horrible brown greeny stuff. Maybe set up a frag tank so that I can clear this sandbed, because I do think that is what's letting the tank down at the minute. Also, just want to say, look at the size of this clam now. I don't think I've got much footage of it from when I first got it, but you can see the growth that's coming on there. Really good to see. Obviously I will keep an eye on the filefish, because I know that they can nip at things, nip at a lot of things, and the last thing I want is a fish that's meant to do one job doing another. Acan, I took this Acan off this rock because these blue pallid looking things are taking over, and I've ripped a massive chunk off of the edge of that rock. But I need to get in and see what other Zowers are mixed in there because I don't want to pull all the Zowers off. But the other day when I was taking out the nems, I took that whole rock out. Literally the whole rock. It's all cemented together, so I just lifted it out and got the nems off the rock. And while I was doing it, I tried to scrape off some of them Zowers. So yeah, keep an eye out for future videos. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a product review on something for the algae. And I guess you could say a product review on the Aptasia eating filefish as well. If you have any suggestions for what I could do, any suggestions on the Duncan that's not happy or anything like that, do let me know. And yeah, cheers guys.